Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I thought we'd take a look at the top 5 sketching mistakes. If you spend enough time in FreeCAD, eventually you're going to start running into sketch problems. These are 5 of the most common mistakes I see beginners make, and honestly, most of us have learned them the hard way. So let's get started. The first one I want to talk about is under constrained sketches. So if you look at this sketch I have on the screen here, you can see I have constrained my geometry already. I've used the geometry vertical and horizontal lines and any kind of things that are lining up together. I've given it an overall dimension and I've dimensioned all these other pieces. But look, if I do this, I can still see this thing is moving around. One thing with constraining your sketches is you have to be constrained to the origin. So we want to make sure my final constraints here, if I just click on there and I come down here, that will give me a point back to the origin. And then if I click on here and I come down here, that's going to be a point back to the origin. Notice my sketch went green, and over here it says you're fully constrained. And that's an important point, is you want to make sure your sketch is fully constrained. If the sketch can still move, your model can still fail. Now, the next one I want to talk about is redundant constraints. So one of the problems with over constraining or putting redundant constraints on is, if you watch here, see how everything's gone orange already. Once you've done that, now I'm over constrained. I've got multiple things that are constraining this piece here. And so that's a big problem. We don't want that to be the case. So what you can do, if you really want this dimension here, what you can do is you can get rid of that dimension. Let's redimension that now. I'm going to pop it in there, pop it in there. When I click here, you see this checkbox to say reference. Once I click that, everything goes back green. And notice that dimension went blue because it's not a driving dimension. It's not going to, that dimension is driven. And it's just for reference. So I can see what that dimension is, but it's not holding this thing. It's not constraining it. So there's that to it as well. Sometimes beginners think more constraints are better, but actually constraints should define geometry just once. A redundant constraint usually means you already defined that geometry somewhere else. So next part, talking about geometry, is fully defining geometry with too many dimensions. So what we want to do when we're constraining a sketch, and again, I'm going to just get up here. I'm just going to delete some of these dimensions here. I'm just going to take them. Actually, I'm going to take a few of them off and show you what I mean. So if I have something here that I want to constrain, if I want to say this line and this line, if I know they're going to be equal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that constraint to set that piece up first before I start dimensioning things. Now, if I say this one and this one is equal, immediately I go over constrained. And the reason I'm going over constrained is because I have a dimension here. So I can go in, I can just delete that dimension. And now this is constrained properly because it can't move sideways. If I try and move this line sideways, because each of these is equal, so each of those is 1/3 of this line, then I've got nothing to move. Now, of course, if I'm constraining geometry and I want this one and this one to be at the same height, I can always click here, and give that a horizontal. And now I have that constraint. And notice how these lines are going green as I constrain it. And of course, I can still move some of it because I don't have some dimensions on there. And from the perspective of where that's going to be, clearly that would be a dimensional constraint. So good sketches are controlled by relationships, not just dimensions. Next, when we're doing sketches, I often see people who have sketched lots of geometry into one sketch and they're making this one gigantic monster sketch. The truth is, it's better to make simpler multiple features. So it's better to have smaller sketches make more of them. Simple sketches are easier to debug, easier to edit, and usually more stable than one giant sketch. And then finally, one of the things that you can do, of course, is you can reference other geometry. You can bring in external geometry. You can use edges for reference. And the problem with that is if something changes that you're referencing, if that edge disappears for some reason, that's going to break your sketch. So just because FreeCAD lets you reference something doesn't mean you should. Again, use it sparingly. So a stable model usually starts with stable sketches. And once you understand these habits, FreeCAD becomes much easier to work with. And you're going to end up producing much better models, much better sketches. And so just persevere with it. And you will find that FreeCAD is actually a very viable, very good tool. So if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. So you can join us on Patreon. You can subscribe here to the channel. You can join the channel, become a member. You can buy us a coffee. You can just come and join us on our subreddit, CAD Beginners, just for a chat. That's free, easy to find if you just go on to Reddit and look for CAD Beginners. So again, hope you've enjoyed this format. It's not intended to be a demonstration of how to create sketches, but more just pointing out some of the things that are gotchas along the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to making the next one.